everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and today I have a comparison video for you. This was requested once people found out that I had gotten the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette for my birthday because I think it was either the end of February, beginning of March. I was contacted by Alter Ego and they sent me a copy of their Temptress palette, and I did a try on with, I believe I did swatches for the Temptress palette, and if I can find it, or of course I can find it, it's on my channel, but if I remember, I will link it up here. My throat's a little scratchy today. I got this whole wild thing going on. I don't know what's going on with me today. But anyway, so people had requested that I do a swatch comparison, and I have done that today, and I am going to show you both palettes. This one is the Sultry palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is the Alter Ego palette. It's Temptress by Alter Ego, and I'm going to do a side-by-side, or actually top to bottom comparison, and I can cover the mirror here. Hopefully you can see them well. The top is Anastasia Beverly Hills, the bottom is Alter Ego, and as you can see, they are in different order, but they look very similar, don't they? Very, very similar. And I have swatched them. They're right here on my arm. I'm going to show you them in just a second, but I will tell you what the deal is. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette, if I could think, retails for $45, whereas the Alter Ego Temptress palette retails for $16 on shopalterego.com, and they are offering free shipping right now. I don't know if they will always offer free shipping, but they are offering that right now. I did have a discount code. I will link it down below. I hope it is still active. I know a couple people have used it, and that's really cool. I hope they like the palettes that they got, because I like mine a whole lot. All right, I'm going to show you my arm. It is right here. I have swatched both palettes. It took me a few minutes because they are in different places in the palettes. Within the palettes, they don't line up exactly. So it took me a minute to figure out which ones were which, because a few of the shades are pretty close to each other, like within the same palette. So I do think I have them all matched up correctly now, and I'm going to show you. This is what they look like. Hopefully it will show up on the camera properly, and take a look at those. Take a good look at them, and you tell me which one you think is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette and which one you think is the Alter Ego Temptress palette. Just let me know what you think. Yeah, this is awkward swatching, but yeah, tell me which one you think. Pinky side, which one do you think that one is, and which one do you think is on my thumb side? So put it down in the comments which one you think it is, and I am getting ready to tell you what they are. All right, let me open up the palettes, and we will go through them. I am going to go based off of the Sultry palette because that is what most people are familiar with. So I'm going to go in the order that they are in the Sultry palette. That's how I have them on my arm, and let's get into it. The first one they call Fresh. Which one do you think that is? They're hard to see. They're right up here. And I will tell you that pinky side is Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry, and thumb side is the Alter Ego Temptress palette. So this is Fresh. On this side we have Lace. Moving down here we have Pearl, and on this side we have Seduction. I will tell you, I'm going to show you in the palette, when I dipped into Pearl to swatch it, it is so incredibly soft that like my finger sank down in it, and like a ton of product came out onto my finger. It was kind of crazy. I know a lot of people have talked about the ABH formula being super soft. Can't talk. They're not lying. It really is. Their shimmers are incredibly soft. if you like that, if that's cool. If you don't like it, then just be forewarned that their formulas are extremely soft. All right, moving on to the third one, Steampunk. That is this one right here. And on this side, I believe that is Guilt. Yes, that is Guilt. And Rose Quartz, which is this shade here. And in Temptress, it is Champagne. Next we have Ember. And in this one, it is, let me see, that is Mistress right there. I think it's Mistress, yes. We have Bloom and Blush, Birch, and I don't know if you can see that. That came out kind of patchy right here. Was not really impressed with the one from Sultry, and this one is called Lust. Not nearly as patchy. Moving on to the second row, which is Cinder, and this is Ritz. Next is Twig. This one's not nearly as patchy. It is much more like more pigmented, blendable formula. I did actually like Twig a whole lot. And on the Temptress palette, it is Uptown. I really like that one as well. I think those are very comparable. Moving down to Teak, this is Desire. They are super, super close. I think this one has a little shift of like a rose gold to it, where this one doesn't seem to have that as much. The next one is Dystopian, super, super patchy. I don't know if you can see that. And this one is After Hours, and I actually really like the formula of this one much better. Moving down to Cyborg and Sterling, they are virtually identical. This one is Slate in the Sultry palette, and this is Whisper in the Temptress palette. And Slate is definitely more patchy and not as blendable. And the last one is Noir in the Sultry palette and Stiletto in Temptress. And they're pretty comparable. It just kind of wore off my finger here. But as far as the actual product, when I was putting it on, I think they're pretty comparable. I think most of them are comparable. The mattes, I think some of the mattes are really good in both. And some of the mattes in the Sultry palette, I think, are very dry and patchy. And I was not impressed with some of them. Like this one, Bloom and Slate. Those two, to me, are incredibly patchy in the Sultry palette. Whereas I just don't see the patchiness in the Temptress palette. The shimmers, metallics, whatever you want to call them, the foils in Sultry are a lot softer. Like a lot softer. I've just swatched these. I've never used this on my eyes at all, and today is the first time I've swatched them, and there's like indentations there from me swatching it. Like, and I didn't dig in to do it. It's that soft. It's like sticking your finger in hot butter. You know how, like, if anyone's ever done that, I like to cook and bake, so that's the only reference I could think of. The Sultry palette is definitely super soft. You're probably going to get, with a brush, a lot more kick up. With the shimmers, I'm guessing, I haven't tried them on my eyes yet, but I'm guessing you're going to get a lot more fallout. I have tried the Temptress on my eyes. I didn't really get a lot of kick up, and I didn't really get a lot of fallout. I gotta say, if I did a blind test on this, a blind swatch, didn't know which one was which, and I had to buy the one that I liked the best, I would probably take home the Temptress palette. And I know that is not popular opinion because it's not ABH and it's a knockoff, but I think I like the formula better in the Alter Ego palette. It's crazy to me that I do. I mean, they're both gorgeous. They're gorgeous, and I'm not trying to knock the Sultry palette at all. It is beautiful. It just, the colors, everything about it is beautiful. and there's not a color in there I would never use, you know, no blues. And I think it's, I don't know, I just think the mattes specifically are not as good because some of them are patchy and dry. And for me personally, I think the shimmers are too soft. So for my personal opinion, I think the Temptress by Alter Ego wins hands down here. I do. I do have a few people that have requested that I do a side-by-side comparison try on. I can do a wear test if you want to do that. Like I can do one side Alter Ego and one side ABH. If you guys want to see that, do a wear test on it and compare them that way, because we all know that swatches don't tell the full story. They just don't. You can swatch all day long, but if it doesn't transfer onto your eyes that way, or translate onto your eyes that way, it doesn't matter what the swatch looks like. So if that is something you guys are interested in seeing, let me know down in the comment section. I will be happy to do that for you if you want to see it. If there are any other types of videos that you guys would like to see, just let me know. I am very happy to try new things. And I have been saying for a while that I have wanted to add some more things to my channel. Not giving up panning. I will never give up panning. I think even when I have my collection down to a manageable size, I probably will never give up panning. So that's not going anywhere, but I don't want my channel to just be panning. I want to do some other things. I've said that I wanted to do some lifestyle type of things. Some people have requested that I do like keto meal prep and some keto recipes, which those are coming. They are. I'm working on some new recipes now, so I will let you know when those are ready. But if there's anything else that you guys would like to see, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you want to see, and if it's in my power to do it, I will certainly try to. All right, I'm going to wrap this up because this video took a lot longer than I anticipated. So again, let me know what you want to see. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.